Right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock, what's been a lifeline for restaurants could become their next hurdle. The key changes businesses have to make in order to keep the outdoor dining setups. And the cruise ship industry takes a big step forward as it prepares to set sail once again. And an in-depth look at how COVID vaccines affect pregnant women.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
ABC 10 News has learned Scripps healthcare employees are starting to regain some access to information after a ransomware attack crippled the system's network. But for hundreds of thousands of Scripps patients, the frustration continues. ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is live at Scripps Mercy in Hillcrest. So, Anthony, the system is up, but it's far from fully operational.
That's right, Kimberly. We have been in contact with more than one source inside Scripps Health, and this is what they're telling us right now. Here's what kind of access they have so far. They tell us they have access to read-only medical records dated before May 1st. That means they can access the records but can't update it. Our sources tell us that some units are able to access x-rays. Some computers are working, but they have limited access to certain information, and so multiple providers are trying to share one desktop or laptop to get information. Some employees have gained access to email and payroll systems. Now, we have reached out to Scripps to find out what exactly is happening since the cyber attack outage that was first reported May 1st, and this is the response we received. They say, we don't have an update to provide at this point. We will share more information as we are able. And of course, we're going to stay on top of this story and bring you more information and updates as soon as they become available. We're reporting live in Hillcrest. Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
So many patients still in limbo. Thank you for that update, Anthony. And restaurant owners across San Diego are now learning those big parklets that got them through the pandemic may become a hassle. The catch coming as the city extends outdoor dining through July of 2022. ABC 10 News reporter John Horn is live in Little Italy. And John, these restaurants have a new deadline now to make some key changes.
Hi, Kimberly. Yes, restaurants have spent thousands, this one behind me, $15,000 on these parklets that kept them alive when indoor dining was either illegal or severely limited. This is at Cloak and Pedal here on India Street in Little Italy, and you can see just the art, the lighting, a fire pit right here, music going. They went all out to try to make people feel comfortable. Now, the city on its end never expected parklets to be elaborate, and now it's about to do something about it.
We added a nice high-top fire pit just to make it lively.
Cesar Vallon and his partners at Little Italy's Cloak and Pedal invested upwards of $15,000 into the parklet that stands outside their front door.
We knew that if we were going to continue with outdoor dining, letting people sit in the cold without heat lamps, it wasn't going to be a very sustainable option. So we didn't have much of a choice, and we had to start thinking ahead.
Their prediction came true, with coronavirus restrictions lasting through the winter, the rooftops shielding diners from the rain, the heaters keeping them warm. Restaurants in places like Little Italy, downtown, and La Jolla built parklets with similar creature comforts, taking advantage of temporary city permits that allowed businesses to expand into sidewalks and streets. But the city never intended for them to be so elaborate, posting this sample drawing of a parklet that was authorized.
There's quite a few restaurants that spent, $50,000 to, $80,000 on their parklets, and it would be sad to see them go.
The City Council voted Tuesday to extend temporary outdoor dining through June 13th, 2022. But its planning department director is giving restaurants a deadline of July 13th this year to bring their parklets into compliance or have their permits revoked. That means no rooftops and correcting issues of extending too far out into the street and blocking red curbs, to name a few.
If we can't have some type of roofing, then we might as well just take them down, because nobody wants to sit in the sun. I mean, I've been out here for 30 seconds and I want to get under a shade.
Vallon estimates it would cost a few $1,000s to get the necessary umbrellas should the rooftops go. Now at 5 o'clock, we're going to speak to another restaurant owner who invested about $50,000 into his parklet, and he hopes to invest even more. That's coming up at 5, but for now, live in Little Italy, John Horn, ABC 10 News.
Yeah, those rooftops are key, understandable feelings from these business owners today. Thank you, John. Thank you for watching this very important topic for the businesses and for the patrons. And a big step forward for the cruise industry. Hundreds of staff members got vaccinated this morning at the Embarcadero. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell has more on how soon we could start to see cruises back out of San Diego again.
It's not something we've seen in San Diego for a while. A cruise ship docked at the Embarcadero. But the action wasn't on the ship. Instead, it was inside of the B Street Pier and cruise ship terminal, where hundreds of cruise ship staff members got their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine.
As you can see, only those who are directly involved with the vaccinations are allowed behind this blue line. The rest of us are kept aside, and everyone here is required to wear a mask.
Wednesday and Thursday, Sharp Health will vaccinate about 450 members from 3 Holland America cruise ships in San Diego. We were only allowed to speak to the captain of the Koningsdam, Hank Draper. He explained their vaccination process as more employees return to work.
All joining crew members before we go into service again, that they get all vaccinated before they join the ship.
The CDC says cruises can return as early as mid-July if 98% of crew members and 95% of passengers are fully vaccinated. Or cruise lines can also choose to run a test cruise. Either way, the captain says the staff is ready to welcome back guests.
They were very excited about it because it means, once the ship is fully vaccinated, that we are closer to going back into business.
Port officials say cruise ships could begin sailing out of San Diego by the fall. Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Keep track of any new developments in the pandemic by heading to our website, 10news.com. Chula Vista Police released a bi-weekly update on the Maya Miliete investigation. The mother of 3 disappeared in January and has not been located. Police say based on investigative leads over the past week, law enforcement has searched the area of 500 Hunt Parkway in Chula Vista. That's about 2 miles from Miliete's home. To date, police say investigators interviewed 59 people. They've written 31 search warrants. They've reviewed more than 75 tips on Maya's possible whereabouts or reason for disappearance. They also served a gun violence restraining order to Larry Miliete, Maya's husband, and served a second search warrant at the Miliete home. Right now, investigators continue to review multiple items of evidence and more than 1,000 pages of data in this case. Police also recognized volunteer search efforts and community support when it comes to helping the family find Maya. Coming up at 5 o'clock, you'll hear from one of those volunteers and their latest efforts. 8th Street remains closed after a gas leak yesterday in National City. The gas leak is capped. Yesterday morning, a construction crew accidentally cut through the underground utility line. The leak lasted for hours. It forced dozens of homes and a school to evacuate. Ira Harbison Elementary is back to virtual learning today while crews work there, but it will reopen tomorrow. SDG&E says some might still have their gas shut off while crews work to restore service. Minutes ago on Capitol Hill, the House passed a bill to create an independent commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection. This comes after Republicans made it clear they have little interest in a probe, but Democrats pushed back. The 9/11 style bipartisan commission would take 6 months in the probe. It could focus on former President Trump and his actions before, during, and after the rioters stormed the Capitol. The bill now needs 10 Republican senators to survive a filibuster in the 50-50 split chamber. Calls for a ceasefire in the Middle East are intensifying. Hamas offered Israel a truce under conditions. Israeli forces must stop incursions into the mosque area in Gaza, and it must stop forcing Palestinians out of a neighborhood in Jerusalem. An Israeli official tells ABC News they are not interested in those conditions. The stalemate comes as the violence between the two sides in the region is well into its 10th day.
The news feed starts with India seeing the single highest death toll of any country since the start of pandemic in one day. The health ministry reported more than 4,500 deaths in India today, but health experts think it's actually higher. The U.S. held the previous record for daily deaths at more than 4,400 back in January. And this comes as COVID-19 cases worldwide are down for the third straight week. The numbers from the World Health Organization show Europe reported the sharpest decline. The Western Pacific area is the only region not seeing a drop in new cases, and that's continuing to raise concerns about the Olympics happening in Tokyo in less than 10 weeks. Today, the International Olympic Committee tried to reassure the country the Games would be safe. The committee president says the risks have been managed well so far, and there's a plan to test the athletes frequently and separate them from the Japanese public.